We've been playing together for a while now. I was wondering, are we friends? I agree.
I need to get fucking laid.
I agree.
Detroit Become Human. The game people usually play for this cool fucking dude. I mean, look at this guy fucking go, man. Holy shit, man. Oh, fucking hell, man. As you no doubt guessed by the title, this game focuses a lot on humanity and morality, and I find it kind of funny how the first choice in the game is, do you want to let this fish fucking die, or are you going to put it back in the tank? But funnily enough, that does actually help convey the themes literally in the first 2 minutes of the game. But yeah, the game makes this idea very clear very, very early on, in the first episode of each character's story.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
Oh, a little fucking shit. One thing that I find really interesting to look over is the difference between these two very key scenes. Just take a look, just take a look.
This isn't just CyberLife's problem anymore. It's now a criminal investigation, and we've got to deal with it before the shit hits the fan. I want you to investigate these cases and see if there's any link.
Why me? Why do I gotta be the one to deal with this shit?
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. Wait, we just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank.
can. Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case.
Cheesy as it is, I think Hank's development and growth to love of androids is pretty sweet. It is pretty good. And it also gave birth to amazing scenes just like this one.
You're back on
Key to the basement is on my desk. Get a move on. I can't distract him forever. Perkins! You fucking cocksucker! Stop it, Lieutenant! Fuck off! Leave me alone!
Hank's password. What would a hard-boiled, eccentric police lieutenant choose? Obviously.
Hank's clearly not too big into internet security then, by the looks of it.
I don't want a bath. Thank you.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
What the fuck are you doing here? Connor! The fuck are you doing?
Coming, Lieutenant.
Well, I mean, yeah, it probably is.
There's no reason for us to become murderers.
If killing is the price of freedom, I'll pay it gladly.
Killing never freed anyone. It just leads to more hatred.
You're too fond of humans, Josh. Maybe their lives matter to you more than ours.
If you think murdering humans is gonna make us free, then you're as bad as they are. That's enough.
The thing that I found really interesting about these two characters in particular is because they're the primary opposing forces in Marcus's story. They both obviously want the exact same thing, just going about it in different means. And the thing that's interesting about it is both of their viewpoints and ideas are equally valid, because obviously North wants freedom, but she wants to go about it in a more brutal, head-on way, which obviously is quite true to life. But Josh wants it in a more peaceful manner. However, you can argue that that's less realistic and less likely to actually get people to listen to them. Obviously tying back into that idea of empathy and morality, which is what they're trying to push that androids have to begin with, because that is what makes them just as human as anybody else at the end of the day. And of course, this whole idea is very shortly after heightened by this very specific moment in the game where a new game mechanic is introduced very briefly, the violence level, where you can choose to either be a pacifist or violent, essentially choosing between favouring Josh or North in the situation. Even though, again, they both want the same thing, it's just how are you going to go about achieving that same thing. It's very much a game about revolution, freedom, morality, and trying to ask the question of, is all this justified to achieve what they're trying to achieve?
You know, I was hoping you wouldn't come back.
No, you fucking were.
Strip off, put your clothes in the dumpster.
Can I just say, this is legitimately a little bit horrifying, because it's very clear to me, at least, that the reason why they do all this in, you know, in context of the story, is to kind of justify what they're doing to make them look more robotic, so that they're not literally killing humans. That's how I see it, at least.
The deviants have proved to be very violent so far. They have demonstrated that they are a menace to society, and I have every intention of eliminating them.
Yeah, you know what historical dictator this reminds me of? It's moments like this in the game that truly do make it clear that they do really want to push the idea that humans are driven by fear and hatred. And it's true. I mean, there are times in history where it's been shown to be true. It's natural instinct, unfortunately. There are so many times where humans ditch rational thought in favour of, oh, I don't know this thing because it's foreign and bizarre, so I just want it out of my face. Because that's exactly what's going on here, and it highlights the humanity in this situation. But the other side of humanity, the empathy and emotion, needs to be brought out to allow for the androids to get what they need. It creates a lot of complications with the story, and I think it's handled really well for the most part.
Thanks, Michael. Back to you in the studio. Wait a minute. Something's happening.
I hated this journalist so fucking much because he didn't have an opinion of his own one time. Not even once.
Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright.
Tell them to stand down.
Whee! Character development! Whoop, 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 whoop! Yeah, this ending was good overall. I just kind of wish they survived, to be honest.